Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back once again. You know what time it is. It's time for graphics card nightmares right here on the channel. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it and get this all going. We're going to take and mix it up a little bit today, so you'll have to find out what it is. So let's go ahead and go to the action screen, get it started, and see what's cooking. All right, now that you all made it to the action screen, now we're going to type in Amazon. And we're going to go to our favorite Amazon site. Yes, you all know, make sure you hit that all button. Then you go down to the computers, graphics card for gaming PCs. And let's take a look and see what's cooking. They got this 4060 right here with an Extreme Tuner app for $289.97. It might be interesting. We talked about this last week. Maxon's got a 550. That's still too high priced. 3060 12 gigabyte 284. If you look at 289, you best go with the 4060. So, yep, just keep moving on down the road. 283. They got a 3050, which I'm not interested in, and I know you all won't be neither. So, 4060. They got 8 gigabyte for 309. 6600 for $200. Looks like they came up a couple dollars. Let's see. They got the 6650 XT for $230. You know, I mean, if you're going to spend a couple $100, you might as well just attach another $100 to it and get a decent graphics card. Not saying they're not decent, it's just it comes to the fact of quality and speed and everything else, and that's what it comes down to is the performance. And it's not like the price to performance is great now these days. It could be better, but it's actually not. So we got to deal with the cards that they have on hand. And, unless we can find a cheaper deal, like if you go on to the marketplace for, let's say, Facebook, or you go into Craigslist, and you have a good peek there. Or you go and check other sites like what we're doing today. So we're going to keep moving on down the road, not talk too much. Well, yeah, we're going to have to talk too much. But they got a 6700 XT for $289. It's not too bad. 4060, $300. I didn't look at that one because I got one of those and they're garbage. So, I mean, back then when I bought it, they sold me one for $100 and it was a ripoff. So, 7600 XT. This is 16 gigabyte for around that same price. So, looks like the new normal's around $300, everybody. If you go to spend anything less than that, then you're going to be costing yourself more performance. So do keep that in mind. They get a 3070 for $500. Really? That comes back to the price of the 7800 XT with 16 gigabytes of VRAM instead of 8 for $479, $480. Cheaper than the 3070. That's the reason why I don't look too much about the older cards, is because if you match the older prices with the newer prices, the newer generation, it's going to be actually about the same. And then you get somebody that says to me, Jay, got a question for you. Should I wait or on the next generation, or should I buy now? Well, there's two caveats to it. One, if you need it right away, then yeah, buy now. If you don't need it right away and you're just looking through to see what the next best thing's going to be, then yeah, wait for it. I mean, from way they're talking, way AMD's talking about their graphics cards, they're not doing high end and they're going to do intermediate to low end cards. They might got something good coming out of the cook for the 8000 series. Who knows? We're still waiting on NVIDIA on the 50 series. I mean, leaks and rumors. There's so many out there. You gotta look at what is your pocket saying. That's what they gotta look at. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna type in Newegg. And we're going to see what's cooking at Newegg. And I already got everything all like dialed in when it comes to this. So they got a 3060, they got a 4070 Super for $649. I remember when they come out at $599. So I'm not too impressed with the 4070 Ti. I mean the 4070 Super. I'm not impressed with the price. Okay, especially 12 gigabytes of VRAM. They should have made it 16 gigabytes of VRAM, to be honest with you, because they had the room on the PCBs for 2 extra memory chips, VRAM chips. But to cut costs, they decided not to put them on and the components that go along with it. And they tell everybody, oh, you can't take and alter those up to 16 gigabytes of VRAM. I'm waiting for that video to come out. See, like right here, 7800 XT for $564. Plus, they give you $15 off on Newegg. So you get a $15 off on Newegg. 4070, they got a $549 tag, and they got a $100 game on there, so it'd be about $449. Not too bad, but not the best. This will bring this down to $689, $6,600. I'm not impressed with the 4070 with the Star Wars game. It'll chop about 50 to $100 off of it. Free graphics card holder. Come on, guys. You can do better than that, than a $10 graphics card holder, or basically a graphics card holder that can come with, the thing. So I'm not impressed with it. 609, a little too pricey. You got an A770 that's around $320, 16 gigabytes of VRAM. Never know, people might want to go that Intel way to the ARC cards, because the way the price is looking on the ARC cards, because if you look at this, they might have a little bit of problem with their driver situation right now, yes, but over time, hopefully it'll cure to where, these cards age like fine wine. So, and have 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 for the graphic card RAM at $320. That's a little bit better than the 7800 XT, with the matter of being at about almost $500. So, if you're kind of looking for a budget card, that might be a budget card for you, but you're going to take the good with the bad when you buy an ARC card. Do keep that in mind. There's a lot you got to deal with when you get an ARC card. So, even though the price looks juicy, I'm still hesitant of recommending that card to anybody, but it is there if that's something you're looking for. If you want to venture out and you want to spend that $320 and see if that card's right for you, then, so be it. The 4090 24 gigabytes GDR6X, I have been hearing that they're talking about the 5090 having, was it 32 or 36 gigabytes of VRAM? That's just a rumor and leaked by a Kobai 7 Kimi. 7900 XT, 20 gigabytes, 689. I'm not, when it comes to AMD graphics cards, the only one that impressed me was the 7800 XT, which I've tested it out and I've made a video already on it. So it doesn't seem that bad, but if you're looking for more horsepower in something, then you probably look for a 7900 GRE, which is a couple dollars more, maybe a couple dollars less. It's always good to look around and see what you can buy, but if you're looking for ray tracing and stuff like that, you might want to wait until the next gen for AMD comes out, because from what they're saying is they're going to have RDNA 4, which is going to be hyped up on ray tracing. So it might be a bonus to wait around and see what they're going to have cooking. So if I were you, I would hold on to your money, and I would take into consideration if they come out with a heavy ray tracing RDNA 4 graphics card, then that would be worth to put your money into. Alrighty, let's go over here to go to Micro Center. Micro Center. Let's go to Micro Center and see what they got cooking and type in graphics cards. And no. Boom. Okay. We're not going to look at the available to ship because it's a crap card. We already know that. 4070 Super for $600. That right there is at MSRP right now. So that's doesn't give you anything else with it. So it's not really something I'm looking towards. 7900 XT. They give you 2 free games. Might bring that down to $649, $650 with the 2 games, with 20 gigabytes of VRAM. Interesting thought. They dropped 4070 Super, $20. Not really a thought. 4070 Super, $609. See, now they're dropping one card down $20. But they're giving this one at $609. It just doesn't make sense to me. So, just like this one here. Look at that. They're cutting prices. 4070 Ti Super for $799. There's no other benefit with it. 7800 XT, at least they're giving you 2 free games with this. That would cut that down to $390. That would give you a better benefit. 16 gigabytes of VRAM. 6750, it's not in my recommendation zone. This 4080 Super is not in my recommendation zone. No, like I told you guys, if I see prices over $600, it's just too pricey. This is $570 with 2 free games. Make that about $470. Make it about equal price to the 7800 XT, but this is 7900 GRE. And yeah, this one, that's not a bad deal. I can say that. That's not a bad deal. Okay, 7900 GRE. This one's not a bad deal. $450 with 2 free games. Not a bad deal. And we're just going to keep rocking on down the road. 7900 XT with 2 free games gives that a 609, 610. Close to... That would be, and believe it or not, that would be close to a 4070 Super in price. Wow. That might be a smoker right there. That might be a smoker right there. So let's keep moving on down the road. 2 free games. The other one was a better deal. 2 free games. I'll make that 7700 XT down to $249, $250. That's below the $300 threshold. Not too bad. That's not a great deal. It would be nice to see them do a 4090 with 2 free games, but they ain't never going to do that. They ain't never going to do that. Let's see. Any other smokers that I think would be a good deal. See, they push all the good stuff to the bottom of the page. Okay, I told you guys we're going to do something different this week, which we are. Last week I did Walmart. This week I'm going to do Best Buy and see what they got. We'll look at Best Buy and see what kind of deals they got. And we'll type in graphics cards. Okay, let's see what Best Buy has. We got a 4060 Ti, 16 gigabytes for $439. 4060 8 gigabyte for $294, $295. They got a 4080 Super for $1,000. 600 bucks for 4070 Super. Oh boy. Could say go from bad to worse to ugly. That's about the lowest I've seen the 6800 RX 6800 for $360. That's the lowest I've seen so far. 4090 $1,800. Wow. 4080 Super $1,100. I don't know why they. I mean, I look at it this way, guys. If they made their money on these cards, now, what they should have done was they should have did a like a fire sale or something on the 4090s and lowered that price down to where, boom, everybody's buying them. You know, that would have been me. I would at least, if I paid $200 to have the GPU made, and I've sold every one of them at $1,700, and I took and made another 50,000 of them, I would turn around and I would have a fire sale on them, drop the price in half, make some more money, and make the consumer happy. That would have been me. But as far as Best Buy, there ain't nothing going on here. So let's go to the conclusion side. And my conclusion side is this. We went, and I told you guys we're going to do something different today. We did. We took a gander at Best Buy. We did our normals through Amazon, Newegg, and Micron Center. So far, I could tell you I seen like one good deal, and that was probably at Micro Center. That's something you got to go in the store for to get it. Now, unless you can find it somewhere on the inner boob that would give you that same price with that, you know, giving you with the games, you know, the 2 free games on the 7900 XT, getting it down to like $609, you know, after the 2 games. So that's like basically just, you know, an extra 100 in your pocket when it comes to that graphics card. A lot of people do like the 7900 XT because it's got 20 gigabytes of VRAM. And it's got great rasterization. So, I mean, I don't see any different wrong with it. But hopefully you don't see anything wrong with it. And hopefully y'all are thinking about, you know, watching this video and making it to the end of the video, which is here. But if you did make it to the end, make sure you subscribe, put a like on the video, and also, too, don't forget about the notification bell so you know when I post the next video. And also, too, don't forget, I want to thank all my Patreon. Oh, sorry, guys. Patreon subscribers as well for helping get me forward and trying to make everything possible for the channel. And if you want to become a Patreon subscriber, then make sure you get yourself in there and follow the link right there. Hopefully one day I'll get it right, because when I move the camera to here and I'm looking at you dead forward, I'll be able to do this instead of doing it like this. But anyway, guys, until the next time and the next video, you know it is, and we will see you on the next one.